Hi, good day. This is Jody White from Slim Down 360 with Fitness in 5. Today I have a special guest. It's my good friend, Nishan the Hitman.
Yes.
He was with me a couple of years ago. He lost over 40 pounds.
More than that now.
More than that? No.
Yeah.
Today what he's going to help me do is show you guys how to make a meal replacement bar. It's very, very simple. Just a couple ingredients, mix together and freeze. This is a snack that I like to have in between my meals, in between breakfast and lunch, or in between lunch and dinner. It's something I like to take on the road with me. So what we're going to use today is that we're going to have 2 cups of oatmeal. We have a half cup of peanut butter, but now we use natural peanut butter. We have 4 scoops of whey protein, and you can actually use different flavor whey proteins just to give your bars a different flavor. 1/3 cup of milk, and we just have some dried shredded coconut just to put on top. What we're going to do is we're actually going to combine the ingredients and just mix them together. So I don't know if you want to help me put in the whey protein.
Whey protein.
Right?
So weight loss, right?
That's right. So we have the oats for carbohydrates, peanut butters for some fat and some protein. It's going to also...
peanut butter, Julie.
You like peanut butter?
I love it.
You can also use almond butter as well. You don't have to just stick it to peanut butter. I mean, some people can actually get cashew butter as well. So we're going to add in the milk. And all we're going to do is mix it all together.
How much sugar you average in something like this?
Per serving, not that much. I think under 5 grams of sugar.
5 grams?
Per serving, yeah. Now, Hitman, what were some of the specific things you actually had to change in your life to keep the weight off for so many years?
Well, controlling the eating habits.
Right.
That is a must. You have to control that because how much you eat is a big factor in keeping off the weight and keeping a healthy lifestyle.
Right. And now you still exercise regularly, right? I know you have a lot of hills where you live. You still run often.
That's why I haven't, for so much years, I haven't had opportunities to go around the world and live, but you know, I stick in the countryside. I love it.
Right.
Because I have up by me, as I said, the hills and the nature thing just keep me moving.
Now, how did you actually stay off of the alcohol? Because the thing about alcohol is that it's processed as a toxin in the body. So you can't use it as energy, and it's more likely to be stored as fat. There's a lot of empty calories, so there's really no nutrition in there. So you really have to avoid it when you're trying to lose weight. So how you actually stayed off of it? Because I know you don't sing about alcohol anymore, and you haven't been drinking for so many years. So how you actually did it?
Well, as I said, it didn't happen overnight. Battling something, addiction like alcohol, for a guy like me who just gets it free anywhere you go, and if my job is a party, trust me, that wasn't easy. But I had to say the Almighty God help me with that, because I constantly prayed. I never stopped. I didn't give up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know what, I always just say, God, you're so powerful. Why don't you just to take away this thing from me just like that? If you see where it's destroying me, and you know what, I learned through that period, don't mind when I was that way,
Right.
to know what to do and what not to do, and people who are in that same position, I try to help them, because you could do it and you could stop. And I never believe I could have party without having a drink. And trust me, see it, man, on stage now.
It's all in the mind.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do is we're simply going to spoon this into a shallow dish, and I use some parchment paper.
Right.
We're going to freeze it afterwards for about 40 minutes, and then you're just going to cut it into as many servings as you want, and that's it.
So how much people could get from this? They have to make it.
You're going to actually probably have about 4 servings, I think, from this, for at least for me. For a woman, she could probably get me about 5 or 6, but for me, I tend to get about 4 servings. It doesn't have to be neat. Just press it in as you can. Usually a 9x9 dish is fine, but I use a round one. Just for some extra flavor and texture, what I did is we have some coconut, some grated dried coconuts in there. Just sprinkle it on it, just all over. Now what is good about these rather than store-bought bars is that these don't have the high fructose corn syrup. When it comes to store-bought bars, you usually find that they have a lot of high fructose corn syrup. The thing about corn syrup is that it's cheaper than sugar to use, which is why so many manufacturers actually use it. In addition to that, it gets processed by the liver and is turned into triglycerides pretty quickly. So you're more likely to store high fructose corn syrup as fat. So you want to avoid it as much as possible. And these, as the alternative, have none. And they cost about a quarter of the price as you would buy from a store, really. So that is about it, Hitman.
Well, Judy, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it at home, and it look good. I feel like it tasted right now anyway. We get a taste, right?
You get a taste it afterwards.
Yeah.
Now this is Jody White with the Hitman.
Thank you for having me, Jody. Slim Down 360, it works. Trust me.
Now back to the morning brew.